Hey guys, we're gonna do a little bit something different. We're gonna do something different today, a little bit different. That's what I meant to say. We're gonna do an actual kind of blog podcast review here on this vape shop that I went to. So I have this buddy. He's been telling me for months and months and months, you've got to get down here. You got to check out this vape shop. It's called Drive Thru Vapors. Now, Drive Thru Vapors is actually a pretty unique place. And let's first talk about the owners here. You got Andrea and Steve. Both are awesome people. And the little story that they have on their business card says that they, well, here we go. They decided to open their business after Andrea's father, a smoker of 53 years, quit in one day. They knew there was something magical happening in this country that was helping millions of people to become smoke-free and live a healthier lifestyle. Now, that's a pretty simple synopsis of what kind of started their industry up for them, or their little vape shop. And I say little humbly, it's actually a really large vape shop, one of the biggest ones I've seen. Andrea's father is a military man. I believe she said he was a Marine. And I've known a few Marines in my life, and they're kind of headstrong. They get their ways, and they just don't want to change it. Well, Steve saw that, all these other people are quitting smoking with this product, and just basically said, try it, And if you ever met Steve, he's a pretty persuasive fellow. He's a really nice guy. He knows what he's doing as far as dealing with customers and customer service, and Andrea picks up the slack in every other place, so they're quite the team. Well, in one day, he tries it, says it's not too bad, and they just kind of went on thinking, well, hopefully that might at least change his mind and thoughts about vaping. Well, next couple days, he calls back, says, well, it got me a setup and hadn't smoked since. So, for them, it's a personal journey to help save somebody's life, not just a person but our own father, and that can mean a lot to a lot of people. And I think there's a lot of us that find ourselves in that position where we are, have loved ones that we find quit smoking. Myself, I quit smoking so I wouldn't influence my children and or my parents, who have health issues from smoking. So this is a big deal for me as well. And it's almost like quitting smoking is almost like finding Jesus again and just wanting to share that vast wealth of information. But anyways, here at Drive Thru Vapors, you come through the door and, immediately you're asked if you need help. And I told them that I was just there just to hang out and look around. And they, I was kind of surprised. A lot of vape shops nowadays, you get these hard pressure sales to just buy or get out of their way. And not at all. He said, well, here, you're welcome to have a seat and relax and then just hang out if you like. And so I did. I sat down, and man, you want to talk about juices. They have a ton of juices. They do have their little test station, and you see this little Lazy Susan here. Plenty of options. I think they have 140 different flavors. You can mix up to 6 different flavors, and it's something like 1 billion different options. It's crazy the amount of options. So if you can dream it, they can make it. I did see their facility in the back. It's a nice, clean facility. It's got a clean room atmosphere to it. Everything's where it's supposed to be. There wasn't any messes. It was nice to see a facility taking the steps forward. And there's been other facilities I've seen that are taking these steps. So it seems to me that they are FDA ready. And if there was anything they needed to change, it would be done quickly. Now, they do have, house blends, which is on this Lazy Susan we're talking about. They also have premium juices, and they have their own dripping juice line. And really, it's just a thicker VG mix. But they also, I was speaking to Andrea and Steve. They actually have plans in the future to, in fact, have a premium drip juice line. I'm doing quotations in the air like you can see, but I find that really interesting that they're going to be taking that step, because I found their juices, their in-house juice, already to be quite smooth on my dripper, and I'm vaping, 12 ohm coil at 130 watts in there, and I tried some of their juices, and honestly, it was really smooth. So if their house juices are that smooth already and they're planning on making a premium line, it makes me very interested to see what they come out with. But continuing on, they have plenty of beginner vape setups. The little egos and some twist, and they also have MVPs and Aspire Nautiluses, and they also have the Atlantis. They have a ton of different tank style options. So they've got your beginners and they've got your intermediate vape areas, variable voltage box mods. Of course, the MVP, I already mentioned that, but they got the big ones too, the IVP3, the GI2. They've got a big box mod, the God, 180 watt guy up there. And they also have a ton of mechanical mod options that you can look through. Copper, silver, some Lancelots. I saw some Kings, I believe. They've got them all up there. Look like mostly clones. I talked to Steve. It sounds like he's going to be bringing in some authentic line in there now that the community that he's been serving is starting to get interested in that. So he's actually progressing forward with his community, his own vaping community, and that's pretty much what he's created out here. The people that come in seem really happy, and they're giving Steve hugs, and these aren't hugs of friends. These are hugs of people that basically feel like they owe him a huge thanks for saving their life or somebody else they know. Now, every location, I think they try to strive to find something that separates them from the rest. And he's got a unique location, the fact that it has a drive-through. You can actually drive up to the window, if you got kids or whatever. They open the window. You tell them, hey, I need my coil cleaned up. Can you get me a new coil? They make a coil right there on the spot for you. If you need some juice, they got your juices. Let's say you're driving, hanging out, got had a little bit too much fun, lost your mod or whatever. You could just drive up, grab a new mod. Hopefully, not while having too much fun, you don't drive. Never drink and drive. But drive up, say, hey, I lost my mechanical mod. Tell them what you need. They'll get you set up. And they have these battery charging stations where they actually have batteries ready to go. So when you buy a mechanical mod or any other mods, not only can you purchase the mod, a dripper, you can actually get those batteries ready to go right then and there. I thought that was a pretty nice little feature to have. And I've also been told in the grapevine, hopefully I won't get in trouble for sharing a little bit too much information, but sounds like to me they're about to go 24 hours and within a month or two. So you guys who been running around going, damn it, I hate working the night shift, I can never get to a vape shop, I can't get anything new, and I can't get my juices, and I'm having to wait, that problem should be resolved. So looks like they're going to have that available here in the next month or two. Something else to add, they kind of have a pretty good little drawing that they do. Once a month, they have a drawing where you can win anything that's one item in the store up to the IPv3. So you can get anything you want or the IPv3. So pretty much, hey, by the way, we have IPv3s. You can win one of those for free, or you can get something else. That's pretty awesome. I mean, once a month he's turning around and basically giving something away. What do you have to do? You have to either spend up to $100 in a store or show up to the Coil Club on Tuesdays. I don't think that costs you anything either. I mean, you just literally have to show up on Tuesday and hang out. They have free the dude's giving you pizza to hang out and get a ticket for the raffle. That's pretty awesome. You would think would have to do something else, but no. Also, once a week, they give away 100 milliliters of juice once a week, and all you have to do is go to their Facebook page, like and share that Facebook page, and you're in the raffling for that 100 milliliters. So that's pretty cool as well. My overall opinion of this vape shop is just, if I had 3 arms, I'd give them 3 thumbs up. I went out here when they first opened and they were just kind of getting their feet wet, and I really didn't want to do a review then. I wanted to see kind of where they ended up, how they landed. You know, did they land face down or, you know, land on their feet? And I'm telling you right now, they landed on their feet. Andrea is a super sweet lady. She's a little sassy. She got her moments of happiness, and she can kind of roll with the punches, and I like that. And Steve, he's a real cool guy. He's down to earth, and he just has a way of making you feel like you're at home. I mean, I went up there to hang out for like an hour or two, but I ended up staying till like 11:30, almost midnight, just chatting with these guys. They're just a real good time. So if you guys are in the area, it's Drive Thru Vapor. They're in Watauga off of Denton Highway. You can't miss them. They've got big glowing neon sign and a limo out front. And by no means am I trying to give them a commercial, but I find that people like to listen to stuff rather than read stuff. So here we are, guys. Tell me if you like kind of doing reviews this way rather than me typing it all out. Okay, guys, that concludes what we got. Vape on, vape heads. Thanks for joining me.